So great to have you along with us this afternoon. You're looking at the busiest pedestrian street crossing in the world. This is the Shibuya crossing in Tokyo. Around 300,000 people use it every day, and you might recognize the iconic landmark. It's been in movies like Lost in Translation and The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Thought Times Square in New York was kind of crazy, but you know what?
Yeah.
they got that beat.
Kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
It does.
A little
the
bit.
neon and the people, yeah. Well, May, in case you don't know, is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, so it's important, as we all know, to look after your own skin as much as you can. And when it comes to sunscreen, there are a lot of options out there on the market, but there are a few things you really have to look out for.
Yes, that's right. Alexa Liacco has the answer to your burning SPF questions.
Basking in the sun's rays can feel good, but it can wreak havoc on our skin.
The sun is very intense, and it can cause skin cancer just driving down the freeway every day.
So sunscreen is a must. We spoke with licensed esthetician Diana Rieger to learn the do's and don'ts when it comes to picking this powerful protectant. And she says for full protection, choosing one labeled broad spectrum is a must.
So you want something with UVA and UVB. So UVA is the most damaging rays of the sun. They go in and they destroy the collagen fibers, the elastin fibers, and just cause the skin to droop. And it can also cause those skin cancers, the mutation of the DNA.
And when you lather it on, make sure it's at least SPF 30.
30 is going to be 97% sun protection for up to 1 hour. You can go higher, but that's mostly kind of marketing. Anything over 30 is not going to be much more improvement.
Now that we know it's broad spectrum, check out the active ingredients and look for
zinc oxide, titanium dioxide. Those are physical barriers to the sun. A 25% zinc is really good. You don't want anything that has just titanium dioxide because it's just not as good. You definitely want something with zinc and titanium, or just the zinc.
Rieger says you can use chemical sunscreens which absorb into the skin and have active ingredients like
the oxybenzone, avobenzone, and there's a lot of the different chemical sunscreens. The only thing is they're finding that they can be toxic and hormone disruptors.
So she says avoid using those on kids under 12. And no matter what kind you choose, don't ignore the inactive ingredients because
how many parabens are in there, petroleum products are kind of gross. Fragrances can be really irritating for skin.
And for folks with darker skin tones,
look for something that has a zinc oxide added to it. It takes the white glow off of the zinc and helps it blend in.
And when you're having fun poolside, be sure to reapply.
I mean, water resistance doesn't mean waterproof. If you go into the water, you need to reapply at least every 2 hours, especially if you're toweling off, you are rubbing that off.
And there are options for everyday use too.
So they do make powder sunblocks, sunscreens for reapplying over the top of makeup.
Finally, she says always keep an eye on your skin.
One of the most common cancers are the basals, and it'll just be a tiny little flake of skin that doesn't heal. A lot of times it can start as a pimple. Moles can be, if they are asymmetrical, they have a diffuse border, they have different colors, those are really alarming. You want to get those checked out.
We're staying safe in the sun with SPF.
Really, really great advice there. She also told us you got to pay attention to expiration dates, which are easy to overlook. So be sure to look at all your products from last season and make sure they're still good to use.
That's great advice. Look on the store shelves, too, when you go to buy it. Check that in case they're close to expiring.
Indeed. We'll be right back.